Hello everyone. This is my life now. Welcome back kids to another video where Rainbott loses their mind. Today, I plan to discuss what makes a good Tumblr sexy man, and I'm going to use this knowledge to decide who should be classified as such, including some of my own characters as well. Because, let's be honest, the standards of what qualifies as a Tumblr sexy man aren't as high as they used to be. Some of these characters definitely don't count.
If you weren't already aware, the Tumblr Sexyman polls of 2022 were absolutely insane. Sans the skeleton, that guy in Undertale that made puns, he won. He fucking won. And then immediately after he won, some other unfortunate event occurred. Whoopsie daisy.
However, as a cringe culture expert with no gender or sex drive whatsoever, I believe that I am extremely qualified to review the other results of this poll. Let's see who was in the bracket. Okay, seems fairly standard. We got Sans, Bill Cipher, The Clock from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, and Herobrine for some reason. Actually, I didn't know that some of these were Tumblr sexy men. Let me see if I can find a list. Oh, there's a wiki for it. Surely this will teach me everything that I need to know about who qualifies as a Tumblr sexy man. Just to clear things up. I mean, how complicated could it be? What the fuck? Apparently, there is more to this than I thought, and if I have to be cursed with this knowledge, so does every poor soul that watches my YouTube channel. Together, let us voyage on a journey through the deep dark of the Tumblr Sexy Man wiki.
Oh, you're a villain, all right. Just not a super one.
Yeah? What's the difference?
Presentation!
To start this video off, we need to talk about what a Tumblr sexy man is, just in case you somehow didn't know already. Unfortunately, we cannot reference the official wiki for this definition, since Sexypedia, yes, that's what it's really called, seems to be written for people who are already familiar with the concept, which is probably most people, but still.
I'm pretty sure you'd have to be living under a rock to not know what a Tumblr sexy man is, especially since you clicked on this video, but hey, who am I to judge where my viewers are from? Maybe you're from the middle of nowhere, in the back rooms, or like, somewhere in Ohio. By the way, I'm literally from Ohio. I live there. It is extremely jarring to see so many memes about it on Instagram and YouTube. I'm actually uploading a video about Ohio being haunted by gay frogs later this month, probably around November 14th or something. Stick around if you want to see that video in a few weeks from now. And subscribe!
Since Sexypedia doesn't have a proper definition available, allow me to introduce you to my second best source on the topic, Urban Dictionary, which defines Tumblr Sexymen as the following: a male character who goes viral on Tumblr for perceived attractiveness based on an established formula, usually white, tall, dresses fancy, and is evil or has a dark side, though the character can be human or non-human and anthropied to fit said formula. Most of the time, said character isn't really as attractive as Tumblr weirdly makes him out to be. They even include a little example of how the term is used, for idiots like me that don't grasp the concept, and that example is, Sans is literally a magic skeleton. I have no idea how he turned into a Tumblr sexy man.
That is the winner of the Tumblr Sexy Man poll of 2022 right there. You better watch your mouth. But this quote raises the same question I've proposed in this video. What characters count as Tumblr sexy men? How are they categorized? What makes a good Tumblr sexy man?
I am a 20-year-old college student writing a video essay about the subjective sexual appeal of fictional men on the internet. What am I doing with my life? So, let's take a look at Sexypedia and see what characters are listed in the Tumblr Sexy Man cinematic universe, also known as the TSSU, an acronym I invented just now.
Okay, let's just open the category page for sexy men and see what we got. I'm guessing maybe 10, 20 characters at most. I mean, the page has... Oh my fucking god. Alright, so there seems to be some confusion on this wiki because These are not Tumblr Sexymen. Not every male character counts as a Tumblr Sexyman just because one person on the internet likes him.
The definition literally says a male character who goes viral on Tumblr. You cannot possibly tell me that every single one of these characters went viral, at least not to the same extent as the big boys like Bill Cipher or Alistair.
I will make a comprehensive list of all characters who actually count as authentic Tumblr Sexymen, completely based on their virality and cultural impact online. Also, just in case this is your first time watching one of my videos, first of all, I am so sorry that this is how you found my channel. Secondly, this list is entirely based on my own opinion. This video is just being made for fun, so please don't take it too seriously. Artists in the Tumblr Sexyman fandom are awesome, and they are some of the funniest people I have ever seen. If you want to read the full disclaimer, I'll leave it in a pinned comment down below. Speaking of comments, why don't you leave me one? Tell me about your favorite Tumblr Sexymen characters. I read every single comment on all of my videos, unfortunately, so I expect a line of my kids to come proudly presenting these characters to me like their comments are drawings that I will hang up on a fridge. And if you watch my channel, I'm your dad, so you better not write anything too intense.
Welcome to the underground. How are your balls? If you wanna fuck around, give us your balls.
Alright, back to the wiki. Let's go through every character now. Once I have a list of all the real Tumblr Sexymen, we can analyze what they have in common and decide how to categorize other characters as one, like some sort of pretentious jackass or self-proclaimed Tumblr Sexyman purist. That's me. Alright, this is my life now. We have the official comprehensive Wikipedia page for all of the characters pulled up, and I can immediately see some problems right off the bat because the first one is a train from Thomas the Tank Engine. This does not count. Jesus, what is wrong with this website? There are so many ads. Everywhere I look, I see his face, except it's the 20 million advertisements of the Sexypedia website. Okay, first of all, no, this doesn't count. This is not it. Okay, who the fuck is this? Okay, we're off to a really rocky start because, first of all, this is not even a remotely viral character because, second of all, this is not a character. This is a Just Dance video. This is not a character. Why is there this much written about a Just Dance level? Who is this? Okay, this has a lot of red flags on it. And a lot of... Well, there's your problem right there. Absolutely not. Shouldn't even be on the website. See, I could see a case being made for this more than the fucking train. Angst. Yeah, like... Yeah, okay, it doesn't have to be human, and it's a villain. And because it's not a person, I guess it doesn't have to wear clothes. I would say that this counts because this influenced a lot of people in their youth. The batter, like the batter from Off. The batter from Off is a Tumblr Sexyman? Wait, Euclid, like an SCP category? Wait, okay, hold on, let's sidetrack for a minute. Classes? What are classes? What the fuck does this mean? Not all sexy men are on the same level. We use terms stolen from the SCP wiki to separate the legends from the minor characters. Classes are applied based on a character's level of popularity at the peak of their sexyification, so... What? No. No. If you have to make fucking categories for this bullshit, it doesn't count. Like, okay, listen. These two top categories, that is a Tumblr Sexyman. Everything else is not a Tumblr Sexyman. These are just popular characters. So anything, I'd say some, I'd argue for some in Keter class, but anything below Keter class, doesn't count. Automatically disqualified. So the batter is disqualified just automatically because I said so. No. If I click on this article, and it's the fucking guy from Sophia the First, I swear... Chaos. Dilf. Gay? Oh. Buddy, I wish I could count you. I wish. You are a Tumblr Sexyman to me and me alone. Everyone else can leave. This guy, this fucking guy right here. He doesn't count. He doesn't count, though. I've never been more sad in my entire life. No. No. You horny fucks. Why is the clown from the movie Krampus a Tumblr Sexyman? Do you guys just want to die? Because, like, that can be arranged. I'm ready to die now. Purple? That's blue. There are some of these that I don't even want to look at. Like, I'm not even going to consider Dracula if it's the one from Hotel Transylvania. Adam Sandler has no rights in this household. Edgy Dave? What? We are not entering a point as a society and a species where we sexualize a letter of the alphabet. Okay, fine. He doesn't count. No matter how much I love him, he doesn't count. You guys, this is so unfair. This is so unfair. The Gentleman? I don't want to live on this planet anymore. You guys want to fuck that? I thought that motherfucker would have been a Keter at least. I'm counting Herobrine. And King Sombra. Safe? King Sombra is safe? Look at all the fucking things on the list he covers. Kravitz, better count. How are there so many ads? How dare you say that my man, Kravitz, is a Euclid? How fucking dare you? Why is he only Euclid? He's like the best. I don't remember what ranking that is. I don't remember the SCP rankings. Okay, wait, I have to go back and yeah, nope. Sorry, buddy. Too low on the ranking scale. What? What? Fuck you. He's a Tumblr Sexyman. Fuck you. The guy from Psycho? Yeah, no shit, he's neutralized. He shouldn't be on this list. Alright. You uncultured bastards. You uncultured. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Oh, wait. What? Why are there separate ones? Why are they Euclid in both? My man is better than this. My man is better than this. He deserves better. What are you doing? Philip Trousers is the central antagonist of the second season of Green Eggs and Ham, and Pam I Am's arch enemy. Is this real? Is this real? Why is he a DILF? How you? Why is this his fucking... No! No! has a longer entry than Raggedy Andy. He looks like Zalgo. Wait, what? He's Euclid? Oh my god, fuck. Was Ash for Euclid? Hold on, I have to go back. No! Hit again, struck in the heart. Oh my god. Okay, listen. Hear me out. I'm making an exception. Ashfur doesn't count, but Scourge does. Scourge is the face of the Warriors fandom, and also a lot of furries, and people who would grow up to become furries. Scourge counts. I named one of my pony OCs after this cat, guys. I named my horse after this cat. Wow. From Tim and Moby? Why is Starlight Glimmer recommended as a fucking page? Others like you also viewed Starlight Glimmer. You fucking putting me on blast here, Sexypedia. Wait, are you a Tumblr Sexyman? Why are you a Tumblr Sexyman, girl boss? I thought I had to be a guy. Wait, shit. Are there Tumblr sexy women? Am I missing an entire fucking category? The toy taker from the Rudolph movie? No! Oh, but it's leaning towards Keter. Guys, if we unite together as a society, we can get Dr. Two Brains up to the Keter class on the Tumblr Sexyman wiki. I feel like he should count. Is this who I think it is? No, okay, when it said Virgil, I thought they meant Virgil from Sanders' Sides. Wiki. Oh my god, we missed some. There's an entire separate page for all characters because some of them don't count as men. Oh my god. Ah! I fucking can't. I can't do it. Ugh. Okay, wait a minute, guys. Someone on this website had a good thought, and they stuck with. Someone has a good thought. This is my favorite guilty pleasure movie, and I would not be surprised if I made a video on A Monster in Paris someday. I don't even want to say anything about this one. I don't even want to say anything. Purple! The picture is red! I can't do this. I can't fucking do it. I am not strong enough. Is there a way to just view all of the Keter ones, please? Why does Baldy count? What? Ugh. And I can't keep filming this. I'm done. The Among Us one killed me. I'm done. I can't. Moving on. Next part of the video. Okay. I did it. I made a list of all the real, authentic Tumblr Sexyman characters. Sexypedia contains articles for roughly, let me check my notes here, 870. There are not 870 Tumblr Sexymen. They'll just put anybody in the category at this point, I swear to fucking God. Based on my expert observations, only about 40 of these characters are real Tumblr Sexymen, if we go based on the official definition. I tried to make my judgment based on their popularity, their cultural impact, and whether they were actually somewhat attractive or not, because some of the characters on this wiki were only made popular as a joke. Allow me to list the only authentic Tumblr Sexymen characters listed on this website. By the way, I don't really know who some of these guys are, so I apologize in advance if I butcher some of the names, especially for anime characters. Ahem! Alistair, Arataka Reagan, I'm already off to a bad start. Beetlejuice, Bill Cipher, Black Hat, Bruno Madrigal, Cecil Palmer, Crowley, the daycare attendant, so just Sun and Moon as one guy, Discord, Dr. Otto Octavius, Ina, Foxy, Glamrock Freddy, Herobrine, Ingu, Jack Skellington, King Dice, Lewis Pepper, I had no fucking idea that was his last name, or that he had a last name, Loki, Nagito Komita, Michael Afton, Nick Wilde, The Onceler, Professor Utonium, Professor Venomous, Raymond, The Riddler, Red Guy, Robbie Rotten, Sans, Scar, Scourge, Slenderman, Spamton, Tony the Clock, Venom, The Warden, Wheatley, and William Afton. Some other popular characters that came very close were Lady Dimitrescu, Luna, and Lord Dominator, and also GLaDOS. I just didn't include them because they're Tumblr sexy women, and they're all such amazing girl bosses that I refuse to put them on a list with the Onceler and Purple Guy. So now we have 40 Tumblr Sexymen. That is a good amount to work with. From here, we can decide what they have in common, since these are the most popular Sexymen characters, and compile a list of traits you should use to make a good Tumblr Sexyman. We can also apply this list to other characters to decide if they truly fit into the category or not. I'm sure that a lot of characters on Sexypedia probably still do, but I highly doubt that all 880 articles feature real Tumblr Sexymen. Our list will be made up of 5 elements that I believe to be the most crucial points to consider when identifying a Tumblr Sexyman character: personality, backstory, clothing, character design, and sex appeal.
That last one is basically just my personal opinion, but I hope we're all on the same page about some basic rules, like nobody wants to actually fuck a train. I hope. Besides, I'm your dad, and only I can truly decide which men are good enough for my kids.
Point number 1, personality. Something that almost all 40 Tumblr Sexymen have in common is being or acting evil. There are some outliers, such as Bruno Madrigal, Red Guy, and a few others, but the majority of these characters are usually labeled as villains. My hypothesis for this is because Tumblr is notorious for being the social media application of choice for a lot of gay people, and villains have a very long history of being queer-coded in most forms of media. Since the Tumblr Sexyman genre was probably popularized with a lot of LGBTQ+ content creators on Tumblr, it makes sense that most Tumblr Sexyman characters would be dramatic villains that have a lot of queer-coded traits, such as exaggerated masculinity or femininity and a large amount of flamboyance. Most of these characters also have a lot of confidence and charisma, which is a trait that would be very desirable for a lot of people. It's similar to what I talked about in my Gay Cryptids video, where people will worship pop icons to partake in the power trip that their performances offer. To once again quote John Paul Brammer, "The fever dream of tapping into those things and drawing power from them is intoxicating. They present a power trip that we can easily access. They are us, victorious. Pop stars sell us a fantasy of triumph, but so do monsters. It's just that the concept of victory, what it looks like and how it's defined, is a little bit different. Many have found themselves looking to pop stars or fictional characters in movies or in TV shows to find empowerment and strength. People are naturally going to be drawn to the villain with the most power and charisma because they like to imagine themselves in that role, with all of the power and confidence, or perhaps being loved by the character they admire so much."
I just analyzed the surface-level psychology behind Tumblr Sexymen by using background information gathered by my doctorate in Homo civitas cryptozoology. I am the gayest doctor to ever exist on YouTube.
Point number 2, backstory. This is much more open than the other categories, but your character should have one of 2 options. Option 1, a dramatic or tragic backstory that we can get emotionally invested in, or option 2, no backstory whatsoever. You'd be surprised how many people fall in love with characters full of mystery, grasping at straws and making theories to solve all of their unanswered questions. It's probably one of the best ways to get your audience talking together to try to learn more. Point number 3, clothing. This point is pretty obvious, but it's just suits. Fancy stuff in general. People like guys in suits. People like women in suits. People like cosmic horrors beyond what mankind was ever meant to perceive or understand, slowly devouring our sanity as our collective grasp on reality is steadily chipped away. Wearing suits. Those things wearing suits. Everyone wearing suits. Not all 40 Tumblr Sexymen wear suits, obviously. Some of these guys are just butt naked, but the most popular characters usually wear suits, or have humanized versions that do.
Considering that I dressed up as Rarity for Halloween this year, I am a fashion expert, and I am extremely good at reviewing the outfits all of these walking edge factories have thrown together. In fact, I'm pretty sure that almost all of my Halloween costumes this year have involved suits.
So yeah, suits. Point number 4, character design. Take a nice long look at the most popular Tumblr Sexymen and you'll immediately get the gist. Tall, scrawny, sharp teeth, edgy, visible gay vibes, probably a lot of non-human traits, magic. We don't have to study this very much. Point number 5, sex appeal. I'm going to make a tier list on these characters to decide which of them I find attractive, and I'll reach some sort of conclusion after I'm done with that. Hopefully. Alright everyone, just ignore the fact that there are ads on the side of the screen. Unsolicited advertising on my YouTube channel. I don't think so. This is literally just tiermaker.com. This is how I am going to rate the sex appeal of the 40 Tumblr Sexymen, give or take. I think I'm missing pictures of like 3 of them, but I literally could not remember or figure out who those 3 were. So either I miscounted the amount of Sexymen or I miscounted the amount of photos. Nobody gives a shit. It's 10:18 p.m. on a Monday night, and I have an 8 a.m. class tomorrow. We're just gonna go with it. Alright, first of all, Robbie Rotten. I don't know. Sorry. I don't see the appeal, and not really for me. I know that's kind of a hot take, but it's the truth. Now, looking at this next one, I know what you're gonna say. Rainbott is the robot guy. They like robots. This is obvious. And you are absolutely fucking correct. Wheatley is peak performance. I will accept no arguments. I wish he would marry me. I mean, obviously I'm a taken man, but like, we must consider, for the sake of this social experiment, if I was single. Hey, buddy. Alright, Scourge from Warrior Cats. I'm on really thin ice right now. I can feel the world watching me. Understandable, because that was, like, everyone's furry awakening. So, like, the concept, I can grasp why people would find a... Actually, wait, it's just a normal cat. Nope, not really. Never mind. It's not an anthropomorphic animal. It's just a fucking cat. Never mind. I forgot that Warriors is just literally cats for a second there. Okay, Alistair from Has Been Hotel. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna... I used to be a Has Been Hotel YouTuber, and as much as I hate those videos, no, that's it. I hate those videos. That's the end of the sentence. But Alistair I still really like. Beetlejuice. Understandable. I can see where people are coming from with that one, but it is not for me. Especially not with the events of the movie. No, sir. Black Hat. Understandable. Not for me. No. I am into people with more charm than just outright, oh, I'm evil and everything I do is scary and edgy. Like, yeah, I can get it, but no, not for me. Cecil Palmer. Also understandable. Really close, but just because I don't have as much of a personal connection with him, no. The daycare attendants, so Sun and Moon. It's a robot, what did you expect? It's a fucking robot. Discord, no debate. Peak performance. Peak performance. Slender Man is tricky. Like, I want to say that I get it, but there's only so far you can go with this. A guy that murders children, so... I'm gonna lean more towards no, not really, because I don't get how he turned into a Tumblr Sexyman. Ina, understandable. I can get it. I get it. I've seen the animations. I really like the voice acting in it a lot, so I understand. I get it. Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's. I know that he's a robot, but he's also a fox, and unfortunately, not for me. But he looks like he's a food chain mascot. And, like, I get it, but I don't get it at the same time. I guess for furries specifically, I understand, but for literally the general public, no. He looks too much just like an empty stare, dead-eyed something. Crawley, I can't decide. I can't decide. Don't make me choose. You know what? Yeah, peak performance. Peak performance. I would... If he wasn't already dating the angel guy, I would date that. Herobrine. No. No. King Dice, understandable. Yes. Loki, understandable. No. I don't get it. I never liked him. I'm sorry. I don't know jack shit about that guy. I don't even remember his name, but like, I'm so sick of seeing him and his really ugly hair that I just don't like him anymore. I know he's from Danganronpa. I think he's annoying. I don't get it. I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. Doctor, no farther questions. These two. I get it. I think their designs are cool, but I know jack shit about them other than the fact that all of my friends draw them, so, shrug. Professor Utonium, I made this category specifically for you because you are perfect in every way and I love you, but I could not condone anyone being sexually attracted. Like, I get it, but like, sir, that's my dad. Please. Fathers have fathers too, you know. Just because I'm your dad doesn't mean that he's not mine, so I'm sorry. Professor Venomous, on the other hand, if he wasn't already gay for Boxman, because he is gay for Boxman, I would hope he would be gay for me. Bill Cipher. Understand. I get it. I get it. There's a reason he's hyped up so much. I understand. Not for me, but I understand. Same with Bruno. Not for me, but I saw the movie. He was one of my favorite characters. I understand. I'm going to have to move my fucking text box. Hold on. Whee! Okay, now I'm not in the way of the upper area. Okay, Jack Skellington. I relate to him a lot. Probably not in a good way, but like as an artist and a creative person who's had a lot of problems with art and writer's block, like I like him a lot and I like his songs and I think he's very cool. Hold him, squish him tight. Not peak performance though, not quite. Nick Wilde is a better example of a furry Tumblr Sexyman than Foxy. Like, I understand where people are coming from with this because he doesn't have the same dead-eyed Chuck E. Cheese mascot face. So I get it. Not for me, though. Same with Scar. I'm having the dilemma, though, because Scar is literally just a lion. Like, not even... Like, Scourge from Warrior Cats, I want to say understandable, but it's literally just a house cat. But Scar is literally just a lion. Okay, you know what? Because I know that they're technically animals, but they're presented in a way where they have a lot of human traits. Like, they're humanized characters. And I'm going to very hesitantly count both Scar and Scourge for understandable, but with the context in mind that people better not be trying to date literal cats. Like, anthropomorphic ones, cool. Literal feral cats, not cool. That is where we are drawing a clear line. Sinners, all of you. William Afton, sinners. Every single one of you. Sinners, dirty sinners. Raymond is another reason that I'm going to count Scourge and Scar because he's also literally just a fucking cat. So if he counts, like, I guess Scourge kind of has to count by default. Red Guy, understandable. And I think he's really funny and I like him a lot, but in a dateable sense, no. But understandable. He's one of my favorite fucking characters ever. This guy, I know he literally came in second place of the entire Tumblr Sexyman poll, but I don't know jack shit about him or who he is. I understand, I guess. I see the appeal, but like, since this is my personal tier list, no. This is entirely just based on my own personal opinions and preferences. I don't see it. I always thought he was kind of ugly. Like, every time people are like, this man is so hot, I'd look at the picture of him and it would just be that face. And I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't get that one. The Riddler, peak performance. Almost all versions of him. except the Twitch streamer version of the Riddler from the new movie. I kind of hate that one, even though it's really funny. If he wasn't dating Oswald, I would sign up. Sans, I get. It's mostly the fucking backstory and the puns, but I get it. Spamton, Spamton I understand more than I'd get Sans, actually. Spamton's entire story I was really invested in when Deltarune first came out, and I really like Spamton. He's one of my favorite characters from, like, the Undertale universe, but not personally attractive to me. I am sorry. The Onceler, I get it. I like the movie. I did a deep dive on the Onceler fandom. I've seen horrible things, so I don't know about the extent that people went with this, but I do get it. Tony the Clock, I also understand how that happened. Venom, this is a really hot take, but I just think he's ugly. I just think he's fucking ugly. And the Warden from Super Jail. He's too annoying for me to put any higher. He's too annoying for me to put up here with my top tiers now, but I get it. I like that show. Maybe I should rewatch that show. Here's the tier list. This is the about 40 Tumblr Sexymen, and this is where they rank on sexual sex appeal. That's the word. Sex appeal, according to me, an asexual person. So I'm glad we got this cleared up.
Now let's put this knowledge to use, everyone. A good Tumblr sexy man should have at least 3 out of the 5 basic points covered. Evil with a charismatic personality, a tragic or mysterious backstory, suits or other fancy clothing, edgy character design with gay vibes or non-human elements, and sex appeal with a reasonable argument present. AKA, you can't just say he's attractive because it's funny, you need to be able to make an actual argument for it.
Now, let me take a look at the characters from my 4 projects, just to see if any of them count as Tumblr Sexymen. I doubt it, but we have the list, so we might as well check. Okay, unfortunately, we do have some Tumblr Sexymen among us. In Loop SMP, we have Void. The chat was already joking that he was a Tumblr Sexyman for a lot of reasons, so I guess this was inevitable in the end. Just fucking look at him. No further questions, Your Honor. In Heroes of Destiny, we have Oberon, who looks like someone's Twilight OC got hit with the brony yassification ray. He probably lives in a Hot Topic, so of course he would be a Tumblr Sexyman as well. In Spellmania, there are a few possible contenders, which is unfortunate, but my bets are on Solo winning the hearts of viewers everywhere. Arguably, he doesn't fit as many of the points on this list as my other characters, but look at this guy. Look, he just has the vibe. I feel it. And unfortunately, there is a Tumblr Sexyman in Welcome to Dreamworld as well. Look at Star. We knew this was coming. He's a tall, lanky guy in a suit with inhuman features and a tragic backstory. He's charismatic, even though he's not evil, and he literally checks every box on this fucking list. And I don't know what's worse. The fact that Star was somehow designed to be the ideal Tumblr Sexyman, or the fact that Ribbon Dancer is probably more likely to be one because he's a dad. And people on the internet just really want to kiss almost everyone's dad. Why? What's the psychological reason behind that? I'm your dad, chat. Do you want to kiss me? I'm a married man with 2 husbands, and you're all my kids. Stay back, I say. Stay back!
In conclusion, this video was stupid and I'm very sorry for making it. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, I hope you have a fiendish evening tonight. I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.